Hi, my name is Al Myers. I'm president of the GAR. I'd just like to tell you that we'd like you to come and visit and spend some time with us. Our hours are Monday through Sunday from 12 noon to 4 o'clock. So please come by and see us and learn a little bit about the Civil War, and we'd be glad to have you. Thank you.
Present the candidates at the altar.
Gentlemen, come stand here.
You are now at the altar of the Order of the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War for obligation, and I assure you that taking this obligation will not conflict with any duty you owe to your God, your country, or yourself. If you are willing to proceed, place your left hand, let's say the flag. You will now grasp the standard of the flag with your right hand and say, I, pronounce your name, repeat after me. In the presence of the great Creator, and witnessing members of this camp, hereby voluntarily and solemnly, pledge myself to support and defend the government of the United States, to offer my life if need be, to preserve the flag and from being lowered in defeat, to always observe the day set aside by the Grand Army of the Republic as Memorial Day, sacred to the memory of the Union sailors and Marines, soldiers, sailors, and Marines of 1861 to 1865, and do all in my power to persuade others to do the same. To be faithful in all duties of citizenship. To be obedient to the law of the land. To obey the Constitution and regulations of this order. And to promote actively its objectives and interests. Always and anywhere. So help me God. Guide, present the candidates at the commander station. We don't have the badges. We will get them.
Yes. That's the short version.
Okay, these are the instructions on how we conduct ourselves in the camp and other places. Whenever the United States flag is passing by or being presented in a formal manner, as on parade, members of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, not in military uniform, will salute by removing their hat or cap. The headdress will be held in the right hand opposite the place placed over the heart. This will not apply when the flag is flying from a staff, but only when supported by a color bearer. When giving the Pledge of Allegiance, stand with the right hand over the heart. Members of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, who are United States Armed Forces veterans, will render a hand salute. On all occasions where the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, is played or sung, members of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War will stand at attention with cap or hat removed. Members of the Veterans of the Civil War who are United States Armed Forces servicemen or veterans will render a hand salute. On all occasions when the national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, is played or sung, members of the Union Veterans of the Civil War should stand at attention with hat or or cap removed. When seeking admission into the camp of the Sons of the Union Veterans of the Civil War, in case the camp is in session, you will present your membership card to the guard at the door. On being admitted, you'll salute the commander, and on return of the salute, take your seat. On rising to speak and salute, say "Commander." In crossing the front floor, always pass to the rear of the altar. One rap calls the camp to order and seats the same while standing. 2 raps calls the officers and staff to their feet. 3 raps calls the entire camp. If deep in your heart there lies the love of freedom and the patriotic devotion to the principles and institutions for which your forefathers fought, there is no personal danger, no personal selfish consideration can quench that love and make you ungrateful or disloyal to the flag of the United States of America. Let us then entwine each thread of this glorious fabric around our hearts, and catching the spirit that breathes upon us from battles and the victories of America's sons, let us resolve that now and forever, when we stand for that flag and the principles and institution it symbolizes, it is waved over our cradles. Let us make the high resolve that, unchanged and unstained as it came from the hands of our fathers, it shall wave over our graves. Guide, conduct the candidates to the secretary's desk to sign the camp's membership book and present them again to this station. Officers and brothers, I take great pleasure in introducing our new brothers, bound to us by the sacred ties of fraternity, charity, and loyalty. Let us give them a welcome. I know this sounds ponderous, but I do like when we do it because it reminds us all. We hear all the things that we come here for. So I think it's a good thing to go through the ritual.